Hey guys, welcome to my kitchen. Another big excitement in my kitchen. Where are we gonna go today, guys? I think what we're doing is we're gonna go to Rome. We're gonna make a really delicious dish. There's a lot of different variations of this dish. It actually comes from Rome, but spread all over the world. And what we're gonna make today is a chicken saltimbocca. And what saltimbocca means in Italian, where it comes from, is salto means, it means to jump, and bocca means a mouth. So what it means is the chicken jump is so good, it'll jump in your mouth, is what it means. So it's delicious, and it's fun, and it's easy, and there's a couple different presentations for this. Originally it was from Rome, and it was made with veal, and it was actually rolled up like a rollantini. It was actually rolled up, and then you would serve it and drizzle it with this beautiful, delicious juice or sauce that's created from making it. Nowadays, you know, as it's spread all over the world, you'll see it served flat, which is what today's presentation will be, and it's served with different meats. Today's recipe is something really special to the Boreal family. So let me go over ingredients. Let's start having some fun. First thing you're gonna need, name on the marquee. Yeah, I know, the big guy here is gonna be the chicken. So I've got 2 large chicken breasts, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut those, we're gonna butterfly them, and then we're gonna hammer them out. So I'll show you how to do that. So each person gets about an 8-ounce portion for their chicken saltimbocca, okay? All right, next you're gonna need some flour. So we're gonna dust this in flour. Flour is gonna bring flavor, it's gonna bring texture, and it's gonna help us with our sauce because we're gonna create a little bit of a roux. It's gonna be molto buono. Okay, next, we're gonna need some Parmigiano Reggiano. The king of cheeses. Is that gorgeous? So I've got a slicer here, which will be really nice. So we're gonna make some slices of cheese, and this is a presentation that you'll see often more in northern Italy, Rome, or as you get closer to France or Switzerland. And the Boreal family is from northern Italy in the Piedmonte region. So we like to add that Parmigiano Reggiano, that creamy deliciousness to our saltimbocca. Okay, next you're gonna need some sage. So ideally fresh sage, if possible, is what you're gonna want. You're gonna want those leaves. So traditionally, sage is going to be served in between the chicken and the prosciutto. Sage is really it's herby, and it's got a little bit of a grassy flavor to it. So delicious, and it's very unique. And when you cook sage, especially with butter, it's very delicate. It creates that nice, gentle, kind of herby, grassy flavor on the backdrop. Next, you're gonna need some prosciutto. Now, ideally, if possible, if you have it in your market, you're gonna want the prosciutto di Parma. And that is a better quality. It's a higher quality prosciutto if you can get it. Though, if difficult, any prosciutto will work. So we're gonna use a slice of prosciutto on each piece of chicken. I say a slice, sometimes, you know, slice and a half, depending on how big the chicken is or how big your prosciutto is or what have you. So in this case, you're gonna need about, let's say, 6 slices of prosciutto di Parma to cover your 4 portions of chicken. You're gonna need some butter. 4 or 5 tablespoons of butter is what we're looking at. A really good high quality butter is always a must. Now in the Boreal recipe, we're gonna want some lemon. So in this case, what we're gonna add is just the zest of lemon. So we're gonna add the zest of a whole lemon. In this case, it's a small lemon. If you get a huge lemon, maybe a half of a lemon. And that's gonna add that delicate flavor. You know, the lemon juice is gonna be a little bit stronger, if you will, a little bit harder to hit. We don't wanna overpower this with a lemon flavor, if you will. We want that delicate essence of the oils that'll come from the zest. Next, you're gonna need some salt. So here what we're gonna use is some Sicilian flat sea salt. It's delicate, it's briny, just delicious, from Italy, gonna be great. You're gonna need some freshly ground pepper. Fresh ground pepper, only way to go. Anytime you grind pepper down, it dries out the pepper and you lose a lot of that delicious flavor. You're gonna need some vino. Hey, today we've got some vino. So I'm gonna use some Chardonnay. We're gonna use maybe about a 1/4 cup, you know, to a 1/2 cup of wine. And we're gonna use that in an effort to create not only added flavor of the wine to the chicken, but it's gonna add this beautiful flavor to our sauce as we cook it down. Next, you're gonna need some olive oil. Now, I know you're thinking we're gonna want something Italian. Absolutely. Grassy, earthy, peppery, something delicious. Where would I go? what would I do? Hey, anybody new to our channel, we own a farm in Italy, in Puglia, Italy, just above the heel. I named the company after my two sons, Vito and Joe. We co-op with a whole group of farms in the area to bring you some of the best true extra virgin Italian olive oil I think you're ever going to have. That's a bottle of it right there. We sell it in a large and small bottle. I know what you're thinking, Joe. I would love to grab some of that, and I would love for you to grab some of it yourself. So hit our website or our Facebook page or Instagram and just click Cooking Italian with Joe. There's a buy it now, grab yourself a few bottles. We'll drop ship it right to your front doorstep. You'll have it within a week or so, and I think of it as taking a trip to Italy right in a bottle. Couple other quick tips here to make this fun and enjoyable. You're gonna need a serving platter, and that gorgeous, right from Italy. We're gonna line those 4 pieces up. It's gonna look good. You're going to want a large slice of either parchment or a clear plastic that you'll put the chicken in, that you can hammer it so it doesn't splatter, splatter chicken all over. You're going to need a tenderizer. So I've got a tenderizer here. You can also use a rolling pin right here. This served a lot of purposes in the Boreal family, you know what I'm saying? Tenderizing your chicken, rolling out pie crust. My mother would smack us with one of these puppies, or at least threaten once in a while, right? You're gonna need a slicer for your Parmesan cheese, all right? So that's gonna create some beautiful, nice, large slices that we're gonna sandwich in between that prosciutto. You're gonna want a nice large pan. Now I've got a large enough pan there so I can cook all 4 at the same time, and that's ideal if you can. If not, you'll have to portion it, cook a couple at a time. You're gonna need some Frank Sinatra. I got Swingin' for Lovers, 1953, I believe. So I got that playing in the background, and you're gonna need some hungry family members to eat this. Or just you, and you can digest it over the rest of the afternoon. Doesn't matter. Okay, what do you say? Let's start having some fun. Let's get cooking. First thing we want to get going on here is our chicken. Simple, guys. I'm going to take this chicken. It's a large breast here, and I'm going to cut it right in half. Then what I'm going to do here is butterfly, and I'm going to cut this in half. I'm going to do that with all 4 pieces. Chicken is all sliced up. Now what I want to do is prep it and pound it. I'm going to grab my piece of chicken. I'm going to fold it right in half. Now, guys, with the smooth end of my tenderizer, I'm gonna give it a nice tender smack. What I do here, I think, is somebody I don't like. You know what I'm saying? Hey. Somebody I'd like to crack in the head with a tenderizer or a baseball bat. Okay, that's all set. I'm gonna open that up. See how perfect that is? It's just what I want, nice and thin all the way across. So I'm gonna do that with all 4 pieces. Chicken's done. Now I wanna season my chicken. Take some salt here, and I'm gonna go just a little bit. Remember, your Parmigiano Reggiano and your prosciutto has salt in it, so we don't wanna season it heavy. Fresh ground pepper. Now I'm gonna take a slice of chicken. I'm gonna fold in any of the edges if they're real thin or sticking out. So that's perfect. I'm gonna take my Parmigiano Reggiano, and I want some slices of the Parmesan cheese, maybe 3 or 4 per piece. Beautiful. The aroma of that sage is delicious. I'm gonna put each sage leaf down. So you're gonna want 3 or 4 depending on the size of your piece of chicken. Now I'm gonna take my slice of prosciutto di Parma, and I'm gonna put that right over the top here. Okay, so I'm gonna do all 4 pieces just like this. Now I'm gonna take my flour, and very lightly I'm gonna set it right in, give it a dust over the top, and give it a really good push down, gently, so it doesn't fall apart here. Give it a good shake. And again, that's gonna add texture, flavor, and create our roux. My chicken prosciutto mix has been dusted. I'm gonna go right over to the stove. Now it's time to get cooking, get our pan ready, heated with our oil and our butter. Couple other tips to make this dish come out molto delicioso. You guys gotta hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up, helps share our videos with other people, and make sure you hit that notification bell. That way, we got a trip coming up to Italy for the month of July. Any other recipes coming up, any travel tips, it'll come right to your notification box. And as I tell you guys every week, it really means a lot to me when you subscribe to the channel and makes you part of the familia here, makes you part of the Cooking Italian with Joe Club. Also, make sure you grab yourself a bottle of olive oil. Wait, you already did? I can hear it being shipped. All right, what do you say? Let's get our pan hot and ready to cook. Get your pan heat to medium high. Grab yourself about 2 to 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Out of the 4 tablespoons of butter, grab yourself about 1 tablespoon to get started. Quick tip here, as I add my butter to the hot oil, what'll happen is you'll start to see the moisture of the butter start to bubble. You know your pan's hot and ready to go at that point. Now that the pan's hot, I'm gonna go ahead and take my chicken side down, not the prosciutto side. Can you guys get the aroma right there? Oh, that looks good, doesn't it? And we're gonna go about 3 minutes here just to get a brown on the chicken. Guys, it's been about 3 minutes. I got a good brown on the chicken. Now the goal here, you'll see The prosciutto, you want to make sure everything stays tight on there, and then gently give it a flip. Beautiful. See that brown right there, how gorgeous that is? That's perfect. And we're gonna go about 1 minute to 2 on the other side. Now after a couple of minutes, what we're looking for is a little bit of a browning crisping on that prosciutto on the top. It's been about 2 minutes, real gentle. I'm gonna give it a flip. Beautiful. I'm gonna put about 1/4 cup to 1/2 cup of wine. And while everything's starting to marry in flavors, I'm gonna go ahead and take my zest and just put it in the middle so it's not right on the chicken. Oh, the aroma right there, unbelievable. I'm just gonna move my chicken around just a little bit to deglaze. While that's cooking down, I'm gonna grab the rest of my butter. I'm gonna put that right in the middle. And now guys, it's all about the sauce. So as my chicken cooks up just a little bit more, and it picks up all that delicious flavor and gives a little bit more flavor to the sauce, I'm just gonna let that butter cook down. Now my chicken's done, but my sauce isn't. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my chicken and I'm gonna go ahead and plate it. And now what I wanna do is I wanna get all those bits with that deglazing. I wanna get all those bits out of my pan with the butter. Turn the heat down so it's really low, only to keep it warm. And all I wanna do right now is get all that beautiful flavor out of my pan for my sauce. And now guys, I'm gonna take that sauce and just lightly drizzle it right over the top of my chicken. Boy, is that gorgeous or what? The aroma in the kitchen, absolutely delicious. All right, we're gonna plate this and we're gonna go favorite time to eat it, time to taste it. You guys with me? I'm looking for the best piece right there. Gonna hit that right there. I'm gonna use a little bit of the sauce right over the top. Oh, that looks good. Guys, I'm gonna hit it with just a little bit of cheese. Now it's about perfect bite. I've got that beautiful, delicious, crispy prosciutto. I wanna get a little piece of that sage in there. Does that look delicious or what? All right, what do you say? Time to taste. Oh, the aroma's good. You know, you first eat with your eyes, and that looks so delicious. The aroma, the prosciutto, the butter, the olive oil, the cheese. Oh yeah. First thing that hits you is the sauce. It's intense, like that chicken. You get a little flavor of the prosciutto, a little bit of the sage, olive oil, the cheese, and just a hint, ever so slightly, a delicate flavor of the lemon. And the flour, that flour on the outside just gives it such a delicious texture and a delicious flavor. So good. I gotta have one more just to make sure I've properly evaluated it. And the chicken is cooked perfect. It's tender, it's moist, it's almost sweet. And what's great about this is the texture. You get some texture on the bottom side of the chicken, and you're getting that delicious texture on the top with the prosciutto, which is just on the verge of crisp. I think I gotta try a little bit of that wine myself anyways, just to help wash that down. Saluto. Hey guys, thanks so much for joining me on our trip to Rome, Italy today. Wasn't that fun? For such a delicious recipe. Couple of things here before you guys click away. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. That helps share our videos with other people looking for Italian cooking. And that notification bell. Also remember to hit us on our website or Instagram or Facebook, Cooking Italian with Joe. Grab yourself a few bottles of extra virgin Italian Vito and Joe's olive oil. Love to drop ship it right to your front doorstep. And last but not least, guys, and the main reason we do our videos is, once a month, couple times a month, get around the table with your family, spend some time with your family telling stories and celebrating your heritage, whatever that might be. But I'll tell you what's even better than that. You guys are gonna set some traditions. They're gonna last you a lifetime. I know they did for me. Hey guys, from my kitchen to yours, until next week, mwah, buon appetito.